You can use Factory Superstar to track your tool changes and preventative maintenance schedules. Your maintenance schedules can be tied to the work your tools actually perform rather than some arbitrary schedule, and Factory Superstar can even take into account the maintenance cost for the machine when working out how much it costs to make a product. To do this is quite simple, but it's not at first intuitive. So let's take an example of changing a tool in a CNC machine. First, anything you do is done by a process. That includes changing tools and maintenance. These could be performed by a maintenance process, which replaces an old tool with a new one. So in Factory Superstar, we have a maintenance process here. We have a bulk inventory of replacement tools, which is defined by these bought items here, and we have an active tool here. This is a tool that's actually been loaded into the machine. When we are making something that uses this tool, we'll use this active tool, as we've done here, as a subcomponent of a CNC machine component, and can set Factory Superstar to consume how much of the tool we want every time we produce this product. So here we've said every time we produce the CNC machine component, it consumes 0.2 of the lifespan, or 20% of the active end mill. If whatever we are making can vary, we can even vary the amount of the tool that's consumed. We can use variables, or if we are woodworkers and have options for, say, pine and oak, then we can say that the oak will consume more of the tool per component produced than pine, because oak is harder on tools. Editing the remaining life in the active tool is just the same as editing inventory. If a tool snaps or unexpectedly comes to the end of its life, we just go to the inventory, we can see the tool here, and we set the stock count on the active tool to 0. If we want to tell the maintenance team to change tool or do whatever maintenance task we're performing, we can also go to the inventory and add a production order for that maintenance task by adding 1 and then add to reorder, and the task will appear on the maintenance process screen in the workshop. Alternatively, instead of a production order for a specific maintenance task, when we add a production order for some component that uses a tool, for example this one, if there's not enough life left in the active tool, then Factory Superstar will tell your team to change the tool before starting production of the component. So I'll click onto the maintenance process page, and you can see that it's telling the maintenance team to change tool. Normally your active tool will have a value between 0 and 1, with 1 being full life and 0 meaning that it must be changed immediately. Sometimes a single production order will require a tool change in the middle of production. For example here, where I've added 20 of the machined components, it's required 4 active tools. This just flags to your team that they're going to need to manage the work appropriately to minimize the risk of damaging machinery or tools. I should add that whether to add tool life and maintenance tracking to your configuration is at your discretion. We find it's best to keep things as simple as possible, so just use the maintenance tracking when it's for production critical machinery and tools rather than just for small tools that regularly break or for which the time between maintenance is not massively important. To add these examples into your own Factory Superstar account, go to the page on our help website for this example and just add in the purchased items, processes and definitions that we list there. And as always, if you get stuck at anything, just let us know and we'll help you out.